Something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow.
From the crazy number of Wicked theater shows we've been watching ever since we were young, to the story now finally getting its big debut in Hollywood, here's everything you need to know about the Wicked movie adaptation. Now, we really don't know much about the movie yet, but it already sounds like a magic show. Universal first announced that it would make a movie version of the Tony-winning Broadway musical Wicked, which, if you don't know already, is based on Gregory Maguire's 1995 novel Wicked, the life and times of the Wicked Witch of the West. We've slowly learned more about the production since then, though, and that's all because of the fact that it has some of our favorite celebrities ever.
Wicked? Is that different, though?
That's very different. Oh, that's very different. Yeah, that's very different. I'd do anything.
In November 2021, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande were cast to play the two main characters, Elphaba and Glinda, and ever since, everyone on the internet can't stop talking about it. Erivo has a long and successful history in musical theater. In 2016, she won the Tony Award for Best Actress in a Musical for her role as Celie Harris Johnson in the Broadway revival of The Color Purple. Grande also tried her hand at musical theater before she became a pop star. She played the lead role in the musical 13 on Broadway in 2008, and then in April 2022.
What really has hit me is the power of music and why musicals exist in the first place, because when words aren't sufficient, and nowadays words really aren't sufficient for what we're going through.
The project's director, John M. Chu, gave hints about more details, like the fact that it would now be split into two parts. Hey, I don't think any of us will say no to more content when it comes to Ariana Grande, honestly. Chu said that the creative team didn't want to cut too many musical numbers or important characters, so they split the adaptation into two movies to give themselves a bigger canvas. More precisely, he said, if we have more room, we can tell Wicked's story the way it was meant to be told. Can't say I disagree with that. If you're gonna unpack an already heavily done story, it needs to be done extremely well in order for it to get recognized. And now that we know about that,
Like a stream that meets the border, halfway through the
and the fact that our iconic Ariana will be in it, the question is, who else is in the cast of Wicked? The first actors to join the project were Erivo and Grande. Kristen Chenoweth, who was the first Glinda in Wicked on Broadway, gave Grande and Erivo her stamp of approval after they were cast. On Instagram, she wrote, "From the first time I met you, I knew you were meant to play this part. Best wishes, at Ariana Grande." Idina Menzel, who was the first person to play Elphaba on Broadway, also wrote about how much she liked Erivo and Grande. Her exact words were, "Congratulations to two wonderful women. May it improve your lives forever and ever, just like it has for us. So much love." In September 2022, Chu announced that Bridgerton star Jonathan Bailey will join the cast as Fiyero, the main love interest in the musical. The director wrote, "He's perfect, and so are they." Variety said that Jeff Goldblum was in final talks to play the Wizard in October 2022, and they said that Michelle Yeoh, who won an Oscar, was in talks to play Madame Morrible in December 2022.
We've got the best son ever.
Also, fun fact, in the cast is Ethan Slater, who played Book in SpongeBob SquarePants the musical. I don't know about you, but this oddly mixed broth of talent is onto something, and I'm already so excited to see what these actors will end up doing in the movie. I guess the one thing they'll need for sure is a good director. It looks like in that category, Tony Award winner Stephen Daldry was supposed to be the director at first, but he left the production for good in October 2020. Later in February 2021, John M. Chu was chosen to direct the movie. If you don't know already, this is the same person who wrote Crazy Rich Asians and adapted Broadway's In the Heights for the big screen. So yeah, he's got some pretty high-scale projects to back him up.
Because I knew you, I have been changed.
Apart from that, a few of the people from the original Broadway musical will also be in the movie. How exciting is that? Stephen Schwartz and Minnie Holzman, who wrote the music and lyrics for the Broadway show, are adapting the screenplay. And Mark Platt will be back as a producer, having two different sets of actors, one into theater and one into on-set movie scenes. Will definitely be an interesting blend.
Take him out to that field there.
No.
Put him up on those poles till he tells us
But then, this brings me to my next question. How will the movie version of Wicked be different from the stage show? Erivo said on the red carpet of the 2022 SAG Awards that the movie version of Wicked will be a little different from the play.
Now, this is huge. Yes. You are starring in the movie Wicked.
On Entertainment Tonight, she claimed that we've probably never seen anything like it. She also thinks that in the end, this movie will turn out to be something we'll really enjoy because of how magical it is. And while they're trying to keep the spirit of the original Wicked story alive, it seems like they're also going to be putting a new spin on what we already know by telling us a story about two sisters. Okay, so they're definitely taking a different route when it comes to the story. What about the other parts though, like the songs? I mean, will the movie end up having them as well? From what I know, Schwartz has already said that there will be new music in the movie. Back in 2016, he told Playbill that there will probably be 4 new songs in the movie. He also said that 3 of those songs were written especially for the show, and that the other was taken out of the Broadway show. In July 2022, Schwartz posted a photo of himself, music director Stephen Arimas, and actors Troy Iwata, Marissa Rosen, and Wendy Bergamini, as this was part of a demo recording session for the movie at the time. Posted on his online fan newsletter, The Schwartz Scene, it feels like musicals are definitely making a comeback in recent years. With Matilda the musical also, the stakes are definitely high when it comes to making a successful musical in 2023. So this will definitely have to be grander and more intense than anything we've seen before. And honestly, considering the fact that the show is mad-packed with talent, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Or at least I hope so. On that note, now that we know some of the things about this upcoming adaptation, what we're dying to know is, when will this movie finally be coming out? During her interview with E.T., Erivo said that she and Grande would start practicing for the movie in July 2022. Grande gave the impression that filming would start soon, when she showed off her blonde hair for the role in October 2022. In December 2022, Chu said that they had started filming. I know it sounds like the idea of the movie is relatively new, but the movie actually was supposed to come out on December 22nd, 2021. The thing is, production delays caused by COVID-19 caused the date to be moved. Ah yes, the old COVID has ruined our plans since forever. In his April 2022 statement, Chu gave a hint that the Wicked movies would come out on successive Christmas holidays, starting in December 2024. But in March 2023, Grande shared a black and green image that said Wicked, November 27, 2024, which showed that the movie's release date had been moved up by a month. And that's all for everything you need to know about the Wicked movie adaptation.